Hayley here, also known as darkevilfairy. Today is going to be my September wrap up, some books that I've read. Now the first book I read, which I've read before, is Shiver. One of my favourites. I've rebuilt the collection up, which is in the background there. So this is about when a local boy gets dragged away from werewolves and killed, and then Grace's town becomes a place of fear. But Grace is very fascinated by the pack, and she watches this wolf that watches her, and the wolf has yellow eyes, and there's just something about him that he seems human. And then she meets a boy who has yellow eyes. What else can I say about that? I just love this story. It was a turn pager for me. I would rate this definitely 5 out of 5 stars. I couldn't stop reading, and it was in a time of need for me reading this. What I love about it is that a section will be from Grace, and then a section will be by Sam. So I love that. I love the fact that you get to read Sam's side and you get to read Grace's side. It's just a really, really good book, and I really love the author, which is Maggie Steffengatter? I can't pronounce that last name, but I know she's got some books about a raven out, I think, a raven. And I'm really interested in getting that collection and seeing what that's like. I love the books, and I've not read the last book, which is called Sinner. It's a turn pager, and I would highly recommend it. It's a young adult book. Yeah, I loved it. I never used to, read things about werewolves. My area used to be vampires and angels, and then along came werewolves, and I've never turned back. Love it. So my second book that I read was called Dark Secrets. Now this is an author that is called Elizabeth Chandler, and I've read the Kissed by an Angel series, although I've not read the final book. That is in the background as well. These turned up, and I never knew that the author had written a different series. I just knew the Kissed by the Angel series, and when it turned up with the Kissed by an Angel, but it didn't have the whole entire Kissed by an Angel books with it, I was like, oh, okay, so this isn't connected to Kissed by an Angel. It's a whole complete different story. I'll read it then. And so then this is my second book. I mean, I completed this within 4 days, and then this is the second book that I picked up, and I think this is roughly about the same time that I completed this. I completed it really, really fast, maybe less than 4 days. It has 2 stories in it. Now in the first story there's Megan, and she goes to her grandmother's house, and her grandmother doesn't like her family. She likes her own daughter, but she doesn't like the rest of the family, and she invites her around, and she begrudgingly goes, and yet again you get the thing that there's the secrets, so you're gonna be drawn in. The first one was good. I liked it. It scared me at parts. There were some parts that actually scared me, and the guy in the story is called Matt, funny enough. So Megan and Matt. Obviously the first story is called In Legacy of Lies. The second story in this book is called Don't Tell. So then this one is about Lauren, and she loses her mother. Her mother drowned, and it was never said that if it was a murderer. It was covered up as an accident, or it seemed to be covered up as an accident. And Lauren goes back after 7 years. Yeah, Lauren goes back after 7 years, and as soon as she comes back, things start happening. I found this story a lot more better than the first one. I was more turn paging with the second book. I couldn't put it down. I was so fascinated by it. There were so many twists and turns, so many things, and you start thinking, oh, this person's the bad one, this is this person, it's that person, and then you end up thinking, oh, I didn't see that coming. It's one of those books you don't see it coming. With the first story, I'd rate it 3 out of 5. The second story, I'd rate it 4 out of 5. I loved it, and I can't wait to read the second one. There's 3 books with this. That's my cat coming up. My third book of September is called Forgotten. Now I can't remember what this is about. No, I'm kidding. I actually quite liked this. I finished this within 2 days, I think. So my aim was, I only had 4 days left of September, and I was like, I want to cram one more book in, and this was Forgotten. I wanted to cram in this because the cover fascinated me, and the bio. And so this author is called Kat Patrick. Okay, so this is a story about London Lane. She does remember the past, and every night at 4:55 a.m. she forgets everything that she's done. Everything. And if she don't leave notes for herself, she won't know what's happened. So she'll wake up and she'll have piles of notes of what happened the day before and what to take in for the next day for school, because she goes to school. But however, she knows the future, so she doesn't remember the past, but she remembers the future, and that's what intrigued me. I was like, oh, this is quite fascinating. I want to pick it up. And then there's this boy Luke, who every time she meets, she just feels attracted to him, drawn to him, romantically drawn to him. But yet she can't see Luke in her future, which is quite worrying for her. And that's what I love about it. I'm not giving any spoilers away. And then she has a best friend called Jamie. Jamie is a bit of a weird best friend, shall I say. They have their moments where you feel they're going to fall apart and never going to be best friends again. But they stay put by each other. Good book. I just didn't see the way it was going, which was good. So it twisted a bit. I loved it. It was a good book, although I wish that there was a bit more to it. I wish there'd been a few more pages to it, because I felt like I was kind of left out at the ending of, but we don't know what happens. I can't say much more apart from I just wish there was a few more pages. So for that, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I did love it. I did. And I'm sure my friend Sue has it too, so I'm sure she'll love it. So they're my September books. I only read 3 books this month. And I'm sure this month, for October, that I'll be reading plenty more books. One final book, which is a short story written by my husband, and I just want to get out there so that you can all get it because it's free, which is called Pray to Gods by Matthew Satchel. Pictures there. The illustration is done by James Betts. Now this short story I've read and I like it. I love the fantasy world that it's set in, and I can't wait to read more of my husband's short stories. So the bio is, the fate of life is known only to the gods. So Valerie has decided it's time to ask about her child. So this book's just basically about what a mother will do for her child, and she goes and obviously prays to God. Yeah, give it a read. It's a very short story. See what you think about him, review it, be honest. Just be honest. And yeah, the link will be down below for that book. It's free. Now, I'd like to say finally that this has been my week of being on BookTube. Thank you for all my new subscribers. So hello! Thank you for all the lovely comments I got. I just can't believe how many comments I got. I'm thrilled by it. I love it. So I feel very welcomed. I do feel very welcomed. So thank you for watching this, and I hope this has been an okay video. I'm going to be slowly getting used to doing this. But thank you for watching. My cat's like, I need to pause like that. Alright, would you like to see my cat? This is Boots. You're cute, aren't you? Well, yeah. Alright.